Hey, welcome back to the Chamber Cast. This is your host, Jay Heish, and I'm here with my guest in the hot seat right here, Rebekah Blum.
Yes.
From Stay Home Senior Services, right?
That's correct.
I got it right without reading my notes here.
Yeah,
Stay
good
Home
job.
Senior Services. Tell me all about it.
So we started providing in-home care in Washington County in 2008. Stay Home Senior Services was founded by Luann Haw, who is actually my mom. So we're
Shout out,
family owned and operated, which is a little different than the franchises that you might know of.
Yeah.
So I think that plays to our advantage because, you know, every client that comes with us, we're very attentive to.
Right.
And we answer our phones. I've heard that that's a
very
problem.
important people.
So I've heard that's can be challenging for people to get a hold of.
Okay.
People when they are in need.
Right.
So we try our best, and we offer in-home care services. So if you or a loved one needs help just with your daily activities, we can have a care provider come out and assist you with just about anything from light housekeeping to assistance getting up in the morning, getting dressed, help in the shower or bathing, making meals, all of those good things.
Yeah, I saw the list of services and a list of things you concentrate on.
Yeah.
But first of all, yourself, Rebekah, what's your history with this? This company was started in 2008?
Yes.
By your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
So I came into the fold officially about 8 years ago.
Okay.
And I have been helping ever since. Before that, I was doing a lot of website design, graphic design, so I brought those talents to help with marketing of the company. And since then, I've really been focused on learning as much as possible. I'm a certified Alzheimer's and dementia trainer.
Right. There you go.
And I also just got approved to be a community presenter for the Alzheimer's Association.
Okay.
So I'll be out in the community next week, actually doing.
I mean, so obviously you have your heart's in this. You're trained on Alzheimer's, and I mean, so this is where you want to focus on and help people. And I do have a question about Alzheimer's and dementia. It's still a mystery, like what causes it and this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, dementia is the umbrella term, so that can include a lot of different things.
But Alzheimer's
is the most common, most known
Right.
of the dementias. And
it's not fact. We're not experts here, but what do you think are the causes or some of the causes of Alzheimer's?
Well, it can depend. So, you know, research has shown there is a genetic factor.
Really?
And there's also, I think, a lot to do with lifestyle and environment. You're seeing a lot of things come out on Netflix, like, what was it, Live to 100, where they talk about the blue zones and how all of these people living in the blue zones live well into their hundreds with no mental issue. So they're kind of these zones throughout the world that they have just identified as their population is just living very long lives and don't have like the mental cognition. So if you watch any of those specials, they tailor it back to a couple things. I think it was like 5. I'm not sure if I'll remember all of them, but nutrition, having a purpose in life, a spirituality factor, a community factor, being social.
That's 4
and
good
then
ones. It's okay.
Being active.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, right? We all think about it. I know I'm starting to think about it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, what's it going to be like 20 or 30 years from now, right?
Yes.
You got to stay active, right? You got to keep the mind active.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, what you're feeding, what you're putting into your body really can make a difference.
It's funny. I'm interested in Alzheimer's and how to prevent it. No one really knows. I have some, just based on stuff I've read and people I've heard talk about it. I think, and I'm guilty of it. A lot of people are guilty of it, especially a lot of business people, is I think throughout your life, I think lack of sleep. I think that contributes to Alzheimer's.
It could.
You're supposed to get that solid 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So I definitely try to do the 7.
Right.
Normally get 6, you know. But,
yeah.
I think we pay for it down the road. No.
Yeah,
Some
I'd
people?
say so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different things you could do.
Sure.
An interesting story is that I had someone who's very close to me who had experienced something similar to a stroke, thought it was a stroke, right? And then a couple weeks later, a similar thing happened. And you know, with a stroke, you can get facial paralysis and all these things. So there were some symptoms that were showing while these episodes were happening to this person. But then the episode would end and everything would go back to normal.
Right.
It was very weird. So then this person goes to a neurologist and gets an EEG, which is like the scan of the brain.
Right.
To the best of my knowledge.
Right.
Lots of different test names.
Yeah, lots of them. We're not doctors.
But from that showed that there was starting to form white matter in the brain, which is what leads to dementia, which was constricting tiny blood vessels that would throw a TIA-like symptoms. So they thought it was like mini strokes, but turns out it wasn't. It was just this happening to the brain, and there were some underlying factors like diabetes. So managing your sugars is really important. The silver lining of this, which is really cool, is that it's reversible with diet and exercise for this person right now.
Right.
So
gotta be consistent, folks. It's very important.
yeah.
I know it is. You know. Yeah.
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 So, I mean, it's one of those things. Dementia is ever growing. Like,
I know.
and
It's talked
there's-
about more than it was
Right.
10, 15, 20 years ago. So.
Yeah, I mean, they're making a lot of strides as far as medication. A lot of people will cling to, oh my gosh, I get a dementia diagnosis, that's the end. There's nothing I can do. I mean, there are medicines that will slow the progression,
Okay.
which is great. But there currently is no cure.
Right. It's like cancer, right? I mean, they're looking for it, but.
Right. Yeah. So, you know, I'm involved also with the initiative to make Washington County dementia friendly. So we have a spearhead group that works, and we meet with individuals and other people that have dementia or living with dementia, and some are living very full lives. And
What does it mean to be dementia friendly, though?
well, our goal with dementia friendly kind of falls back to businesses. We want to provide training to businesses to educate everyone in the community of, you know, what to look for, and if you see something like this, how to handle it.
Right.
Because really, if someone is living with dementia and having symptoms, you know, it can be alarming to some, frustrating to others, right? But you don't want to treat that person poorly. You don't want to make them feel like they're doing something wrong, because in their mind, they're just trying to figure out what to do.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
But
that's
besides,
something we're working on.
I'm stuck on dementia and Alzheimer's. Besides that, though, stay at home senior services. You go to their homes. That's the whole key. They're not living in a home, group home, nothing like that.
No, we're focused on helping everyone maintain as much of their independence as possible, safely, and stay in their homes, because that's where all your memories are. That's what you built up. So,
what's the oldest patient you're dealing with or have dealt with?
we have one who's over 100.
Yeah.
And she's been with us.
Recently over 100, or she's well past 100?
I think she's 101.
Okay.
And she's been with us for several years now.
And not showing any signs of, I mean, slowing down, but I mean, she's going to live to be 105 probably?
She's doing great.
Yeah.
She's doing
110
great.
maybe. All right. Do you think we're going to get to that? I know they work on anti-aging. You think we're going to get to the point where we live to be 200?
I don't know.
I mean,
we'd have
I
to
don't know if I
wonder.
want to, but-
That's the question. Do you want to live that long?
I know.
The people that live up to that, just imagine all the stuff that they've seen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's fascinating about it, right? Someone born 100 years ago, what they lived through and experienced.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You must hear a lot of stories doing what you do.
Well, I wish I was out in the field more. Our
not
care
so
providers
much.
get all the good stories.
I
just get to read the notes.
Oh, okay. So that's your position at Stay Home Senior Services?
Well, I am a vice president. So I do a lot of the administration,
Oh, I got
you know, marketing. Get to come out and talk to people like you.
That's right. That's why you're here, representing.
That's right.
All right. Well, you are in the Chamber cast. You are in the Washington County Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
How long have you been in the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I would say we were a member years back when my mom first started it. And then when I came back into everything, I finished making my family. So I was out, intermittently.
Good reason.
Making babies, growing babies. But we came in, became members, I think, 2 years ago.
Okay. So you're back. There you go. Well,
And more active.
So your mom, is she still a part of the company, in the company?
Yeah, she's getting ready to retire. We're on the road to retirement.
She didn't want to come on the podcast?
Well, she said, would I need to come on? And I said, well, I don't
she didn't
think
want to come on.
so.
She's being shy. Okay. Well, she sent you. She sent the VP. It's all
Right.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, she's more behind the scenes kind of person.
I got you. All right. Well, shout out to your mom. Good job.
Yeah.
She started this whole thing, right?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
ExponentUSA.com. If you don't know, now you know. I am Display J. Like our man Eddie says,
you've got a guy.
That would be me for your upcoming trade show, live event, marketing event, stage performance, whatever you need. I'm the guy, the king of all backdrops, including backlit, retractable banner stands, printed table throws, tents, flags, whatever you need, indoors and outdoors for the upcoming event. Let me know. With 3 facilities around the country, I make things happen, especially right here in the DMV area. Reach out to me through the Chamber, and Chamber members, you get 15% off the list of prices, plus free delivery.
You've got a guy. Call Display J at 301-378-9363 or at exponetusa.com.
So you're in the Chamber. What benefits have you received from the Chamber? What do you think about it?
Oh, I think the Chamber is great. We're really happy to be a member. We're actually going to be hosting the Bash in April.
Ka-ching.
So we will be at Meredith's.
Meredith's? Okay.
It's going to be a fun time. I think it'll be really good.
I think so.
Yeah. But getting to network with other businesses is great.
What it's all about.
I think that the Chamber offers so much as far as what to do. And it's kind of like, for me, I started really strong and like, I'm going to do everything. Right. Do all of the events, and I could not do all the events.
No.
Only
one person.
But they have a lot of events. So if you're not a member, you should think of joining because you'll find one for you.
Hear that?
But I like it.
All right.
I like it.
We all like it. It's a good time,
everyone
right?
likes
Get
it.
together,
It's good.
shake hands, swap business cards,
Yes.
rub elbows.
Good connections.
Definitely.
But yeah, so another thing just to note about, home care, it's kind of grown since the pandemic.
Okay.
Because before.
Well, everyone was literally in their homes, right?
Right. And then it was like, well, we need care. And we saw people start to really.
That must have been kind of rough in 2020, yeah? With all the restrictions.
It was challenging, but for us, we normally work to provide a primary caregiver. So it's like one person.
Right.
And then we have ancillary team members who are like secondary to fill in should that person not be available. So you have a little
you have
care
your A team and your B team. I gotcha.
Yeah. And it's based on client preference. You build a relationship, things like that.
Yeah.
But because of that, we kept everyone's bubbles were so small. Our clients really didn't have a lot of trouble.
You worked through it.
We worked through it. Yeah. We never stopped working.
All right.
So.
Let's hear that. Shout out.
But
Yeah.
healthcare.
Healthcare.
Gotta do it.
Keeps going.
That's
no
right.
matter what.
No matter
Pandemic
what.
or no pandemic, right.
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, Rebekah Blum, I want to thank you for coming on the Chamber Cast.
Thanks.
And looking forward to meeting you, seeing you out there at the Chamber events. Again, you're hosting the Bash in April. It's coming up. And by all means, Stay Home Senior Services. Check them out. They're online. You guys on social media as well and all that?
Yes, we have a Facebook page. You can follow us on there. We're actually getting ready to do a little series that will help people be healthy at home. So that's really cool. And we partnered with another chamber member to bring that to light.
Oh, you did?
I do believe, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Do I know them?
You may. Powerhouse Studios.
Hey, I know them. Shout out Tina.
Yep,
right,
shout
there
out
we
to
go.
Tina.
See,
So,
it's a small world.
Yep,
Right?
good things coming down the line.
Absolutely.
So definitely follow us on Facebook. We're on Twitter, but Facebook's
Where's
mainly
that, basically,
where we
for you
are.
guys? I gotcha. All right. Well, hey, I'm Jay Heish, Rebekah Blum. I want to thank you guys for joining us and catch you next time on the Chamber Cast. We'll see you later.
All right.